Riders, welcome back to Sam's Bikes, where you know we only talk e-bikes, and I've been testing the M1 EN400 SX all day. It's like 4 in the afternoon, and what am I gonna do? Have a beer? No. I'm gonna do a range test because I'm a bit crazy and I love that hard data. So what have we got? We've got the Bosch SX with 55 Newton meters of torque and 600 watts of peak power and the 400 watt hour battery. We're gonna put it in the top assistant mode, so in turbo, the absolute most power you can get. We're gonna loop it up and down and see how much range we get. I'll also be wearing my heart rate monitor. I'll be sitting at about 120 to 130 because it's not a fitness test, it's a range test of the bike. So let's go and do it. So we just used 25% of the battery, so 75% left to go. And we've hit just over 200 meters of vertical, which is pretty good. Let's crack on. Okay, so we've just gone under 50% and we've just gone over 500 meters of vertical climbing. Pretty impressive from an SL motor. Okay, legends, it's getting pretty steep now. Now, I'm really impressed. Like, on a lot of SL motors, when it gets really steep and nasty, you need to put down a fair bit of watts from your own legs, from your own power. And look at this. Just look how slow I'm turning over. And I'm literally taking no power from my legs. I'd have to say I'm really impressed with this motor. All right, so we are pretty much at the summit here. I wish you riders could be here with me. It's so beautiful. And the Bosch SX is definitely turning it on. We've got 25% left, so I've used 75%, and we've done 757 vertical meters of climbing. That is impressive. So there you go, riders, an absolute massive day in the saddle. We started 8:30 in the morning and finished at sunset. So you riders know I put in the hard effort. So do me a favor and smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, because you know we make weekly e-bike content and you don't want to miss out. Now, quickly, I was really impressed with Manu from M1. He stayed with me the whole day. The guy can ride a bike really well. And if you want to see my thoughts on the M1 EN400 SX and my sort of mini review of the new Bosch SX motor, link in the show notes where to see that video. And just for the riders that are new to the channel, this was an extreme range test. So I put it in the top assistant mode and I went up and down until we ran out of power. Now, obviously, if you ride the bike in lower assistant modes like Eco or Trail, and put in more effort yourself, you are going to get more vertical meters climbed and more kilometers. So just make sure you remember that when we look at these stats. So the extreme range test on the M1 EN400 SX with the SX Bosch motor with a 400 watt hour battery we got 20.55 kilometers, 1 hour and 33 minutes in the saddle. Average speed 13.1 kilometers per hour. Calories 1,149. And the average heart rate 146. And the most important number for me is vertical meters climbed. And we got a really impressive 1,037 meters. So there you go, legend riders. That was the extreme range test on the Bosch SX with a 400 watt hour battery. I'm gonna say, I think it was a win. I think getting over 1,000 meters of vertical climbing with a 400 watt hour battery is very impressive. And riders, you'll probably notice that my heart rate was a bit higher than I said it would be at 146. Now I'm gonna put that down to, it was a really long day in the saddle. And also I was riding with Manu, which is about 15 years younger than me. And yeah, just a long day in the saddle. Overall, I was really impressed with the motor and the range test, and I would love to get a bit more time on the SX motor. One day definitely wasn't enough. And riders, if you have any questions on the M1 or the Bosch SX motor or any other e-bike or e-bike motor, just put them in the comments. I love to help, and riders, you know it. Stay safe out there, and we're gonna see you next week.